Picture this. A golfer achieves the biggest win of his career, pockets $10 million, and becomes a PGA Tour champion. But the one person who matters most to him is nowhere to be found. That's exactly what happened when 34-year-old Tommy Fleetwood secured his breakthrough victory at the tournament last Sunday, claiming both the championship title and the massive FedEx Cup prize. Yet as cameras captured every emotional moment of his triumph at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia, one face was conspicuously missing from the celebration: his 57-year-old wife, Clare Fleetwood. Instead of sharing this career-defining moment with his biggest supporter, the British golfer found himself embraced by fellow players and colleagues on the green. The absence was particularly striking, given that Clare has been described as Tommy's #1 fan throughout his professional journey. But here's where it gets controversial. And this is the part most people miss when they focus solely on the missing spouse narrative. When Page Six reached out to Tommy's representatives for comment about Clare's absence, they remained silent. This radio silence has only fueled more speculation about a couple already under intense scrutiny for something that shouldn't matter in 2025: their age difference. The emotional weight of the moment wasn't lost on Tommy himself. During his post-victory interview, the golfer became visibly moved when discussing his support system. "I'm always so lucky with the support I get from fans," he shared, his voice catching slightly. "It makes me a bit emotional." He continued with characteristic humility. "I'm proud of what I've done and where I've been so far, knowing I still got a way to go and a lot to learn." Those words carry extra significance when you consider Tommy's journey. This wasn't an overnight success story. It took 164 PGA Tour starts since his professional debut in 2010 to reach this pinnacle. That's nearly 15 years of dedication, setbacks, and perseverance before achieving his first major tour victory. And this is where their love story becomes even more intriguing. Tommy and Clare's relationship began in 2015 through what might seem like a modern fairy tale setup. His brother introduced them while working alongside Clare at Hambrick Sports Management. But their path to love wasn't smooth sailing. And the reason why reveals something profound about societal expectations and personal courage. The couple's romance blossomed quickly, leading to the birth of their son Frankie in September 2017. Just 3 months later, they exchanged vows in an intimate Bahamas ceremony. Clare also brought 2 sons from her previous relationship into their blended family, making Tommy a stepfather as well as a biological father. But here's what makes their story truly fascinating and potentially controversial. In a rare 2023 appearance on the Performance People podcast, Clare opened up about the early days of their relationship with refreshing honesty. When Tommy first expressed romantic interest, her reaction was immediate and definitive. "Don't be stupid." She admitted to feeling paranoid about public perception and what others might think about their 23-year age gap. The vulnerability in that admission is striking. Here was a successful, confident woman in her 50s, reduced to anxiety about societal judgment over falling for someone younger. It raises uncomfortable questions. Why do we still scrutinize age differences in 2025? And why is it that when an older woman dates a younger man, the criticism often feels more intense than the reverse scenario? Tommy's perspective on those early rejections adds another layer to their story. "She just eventually gave in, I think, and thought, I'll just give in some time," he recalled during the same podcast. "And then I didn't mess up." There's something beautifully humble about that statement. No ego, no conquest narratives, just genuine appreciation for being given a chance. Later that year, in an interview with The Times, Tommy addressed the elephant in the room head-on, while acknowledging that they definitely get comments about their age difference. He'd emphasized that it has never been a thing between them personally. His explanation was both touching and refreshingly candid. "Clare actually looks very young for her age, and I look old. It's probably all that sun. She's incredibly cool, and I'm not cool at all, though I am quite mature for my age." That self-deprecating humor masks a deeper truth about their relationship dynamic. Age gaps in relationships often work because of emotional maturity alignment rather than chronological age matching. Tommy's acknowledgement of his own maturity, paired with his admiration for Clare's coolness, suggests a partnership built on mutual respect and genuine compatibility. So where does this leave us with Clare's absence from Tommy's biggest career moment? Here's the controversial question nobody's asking. Should we even care where she was? Maybe Clare's absence wasn't about their relationship at all. Maybe she had prior commitments, family obligations, or simply chose to celebrate privately. Maybe she was dealing with the ongoing public scrutiny that comes with being the older woman in a high-profile age gap relationship. Or maybe, and this might be the most radical thought of all, she didn't need to be there for Tommy's achievement to be valid or their relationship to be strong. The assumption that a spouse must be present for every career milestone reflects outdated expectations about relationships and public appearances. In an era where we celebrate individual accomplishments and personal autonomy, why do we still expect couples to function as inseparable units, especially under the harsh glare of public judgment? Tommy's emotional response to fan support suggests he felt plenty of love and validation even without Clare physically present. His 15-year journey to this victory was ultimately his own, supported by many people along the way, including but not limited to his wife. But this raises another thought-provoking question. Does the public's fascination with Clare's absence stem from genuine concern for their relationship, or from a deeper discomfort with their age gap that makes people look for signs of trouble? The reality is that Tommy and Clare have been together for nearly a decade, weathered public scrutiny, built a family, and supported each other through the demanding world of professional golf. One missing appearance doesn't erase that history or predict their future. What do you think? Is Clare's absence from Tommy's victory celebration a red flag, or are we reading too much into a single moment? Should age gaps in relationships still matter in 2025, or is it time we focused on compatibility and happiness instead of numbers? And most controversially of all, do we hold older women in age gap relationships to different standards than we do older men? Share your thoughts in the comments. Are you team love conquers age, or do you think some gaps are too significant to ignore? The conversation about modern relationships and societal expectations is far from over, and your perspective matters.